Hi, this is Light of the Lantern Tarot. Welcome or welcome back if you've already been with me. Today's reading is a self-nurturing practice you can do to help get you through this period with more ease. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you happen upon this video, trust that it can be the right time for you. And if you feel the readings don't resonate, that's no problem. You can move on. I've drawn 3 cards today. The first card is Moon Shroom, Healing Old Brain Patterns. And I've paired this with the red heart charm. I hope it gets focused. The second card is Nourish, Feeding the Sweet Animal of Your Body. And I've paired it with the watermelon slice. And the third card is Soft Breeze, Allowing Flow and Ease. And I've paired it with the whale charm. In the event that you'd like to choose according to your zodiac sign, I'll draw 4 signs for each card. The first card will be Aries, Gemini, Pisces, and Aquarius. The second card will be, one more. Let's see here. Okay. Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Cancer. And the last card will be Capricorn, Virgo, Leo, and Taurus. So please choose your reading according to whichever card choice resonates most with you, whether it be aesthetically or the message, or whether it be that you prefer the charm, or that you would like to do a reading according to your zodiac sign, sun, moon, or rising, or any other sign for that matter. And the timestamps will be below for each reading. And I'll see you there. Hi, card choice number 1. You've chosen Moon Shroom, Healing Old Brain Patterns. And the image on this card is cute because it's a woman and she has a large mushroom in her tummy and some little ones around glowing in the solar plexus area and the sacral area. So areas where we find the strength to express ourselves and be self-confident and creative. It's reminded me of the practice of taking plant medicine. I've never done this myself, but people who've done this have said that it's a really powerful way to basically break through the filters that we have in our mind and be able to see things on a different dimension, in a different way, free of the constructs of our 3D ego, and learn a lot about themselves and about the universe. And that's fascinating. I do believe that we as a human species are trapped by our brain patterns. We're creatures of habit. And I mean, I'm sure that you've noticed, maybe you'll be doing something a certain way. And one day you think to yourself, why am I doing it this way? And you'll try and break free of the pattern. It does take awareness at first, but we often find ourselves still falling back into the same pattern. And we have to be so conscious of the fact and remind ourselves over and over again, wait, this is what I'm doing, stop, let me do it differently, until one day everything becomes easier. And we've created a different way of thinking and moving through life. I feel like self-love is really, and which is why I chose the red heart, is really the most fundamental way to break free of these patterns, in the sense that we need awareness. We absolutely need awareness. But even to have awareness, we have to be open. So we have to be gentle with ourselves. We have to be forgiving of ourselves if we think we make mistakes. And just nurture ourselves, love ourselves, give our inner child a hug. Whatever your practice is that helps you connect with your heart and love yourself and know that you're trying your hardest. Or if you're not, give yourself encouragement to start trying harder. And this is really the best way to, really the fundamental way to start breaking free of old patterns. So let's get out some more oracle cards first and see if we can elaborate on our message. Let's see what the oracles say. Okay, I'd like to get a couple of these cards out in spirit, please, for this message of self-nurturance, of focus on how to self-nurture ourselves, to make the most of this period, which is very challenging for so many. Okay, I see this one and this one. One of these, please, Spirit. This one. One of these. Let's try this one. And one of these, please. This one. Okay, let's see what we have here. Okay, the first card was transformation. And we have inner peace. Okay, those are very self-explanatory so far. The more we can find inner peace, the more we can be open to a transformation, in the sense that inner peace brings space for awareness, self-awareness. And self-awareness is what helps us take a first step towards breaking old patterns. Imbolc, okay. This is the season right after Yule, so Christmas and the New Year. And it's really a season where you need to gather strength and get through the rest of winter to spring, where new life and new growth more easily happens. I would say it's probably a time of planning and preparation as well, and just inner strength, I would say. Okay, let's see here. From the angelic realm, we have 2 white doves. My angels are waiting for me. Okay, nice. And then we have, wow, how do I pronounce this? Dioptes and larkspur, past life healing, letting go of anger. Let me focus better here. And forgiveness. Well, often anger for things that have happened in the past in our life gets in the way of being receptive to self-love and moving forward. We get trapped by these emotions, and these negative emotions are harmful to us. If they stay in our body, they create disease. So it's really crucial to look at our emotions and honor them. And say we're looking at something that happened in the past, or a pattern that was with us constantly in the past that was harmful to us, to try and obviously sit with it, which is really hard because it hurts sometimes. But holding on to that anger, it's really holding on to negative energy in our body, and it makes it very difficult for us to feel higher frequency, higher vibrational feelings like love and self-love. So looking at what we're angry about and why, and what that could mean for for us in the sense of in what way it's blocked us, and try and feel it and move it through the body. And a good way of doing this is to try and forgive it as well, knowing that everything that happens to us in our life is a way for us to grow, and it helps bring self-awareness to us. So as challenging as situations can be, there's always a silver lining. And the moment we're able to actually see this, we free ourselves already. And forgiveness is fundamental. Forgiveness does not mean saying to ourselves that it's okay the way someone treated us, or it's okay the way this situation happened to us in our life, because often it's absolutely not okay. But it's about understanding that everybody is on a journey, and that some people are less able to work through their insecurities and fears and project them on others, and forgive that, knowing that we're all human and we're all connected, basically. So I would say. And I'm seeing also that it says past life healing. I think often in our lives, there are these patterns that play out in other realities that we are experiencing as well, in past lives or future lives even. Everything is happening all at once. So our linear mind here on earth would lead us to believe that something that happened in the past, or it will happen in the future. But it's all happening at once. It's just us in different realities, in different dimensions as well. And past life healing, I think, simply means that acknowledging, basically, that these could be loops, these blockages or patterns that we have, patterns of thinking in this sense, can really just be loops, energy loops. Okay, I'd like to get some tarot cards out to elaborate on our message. Spirit, can I get out 4 cards, please? Okay, I'm seeing this one and this one. This one seems to want to come out too. And this one down here. Okay, let's see what we have here. 7 of Cups. Okay. The World. Well, that's promising. The Fool. Wonderful. And 6 of Wands. These are excellent. Looking at the cards, you could be in a moment where you're dreaming about many different possibilities. Possibilities somewhat in the future, because according to the cards again, we're in an in-bulk period of our stage of our development. In-bulk being the time in mid and late winter where you're really planning for something in the future, in the near future. You have hope, but you're still, and you might have inspiration and whatnot, but you're still in the planning period, let's say. And so it could be that you have a lot of ideas right now and you're not exactly sure how to move forward. And it could be that old brain patterns are getting in the way of allowing you to choose from your heart, because it's bringing self-doubt into the picture, and you're not feeling the self-confidence you feel you need to make a decision and move forward. But the rest of the cards here are indicating a totally different story. They're basically saying sometimes you just need to get started, take a first step towards something, and that clarity will come to you as you're moving and as you're walking. The Fool is the very beginning of the journey, but you can't get anything accomplished if you don't actually step out and start trying to do something. You can always change course, but you've got to do that initial step. Then you also have another major arcana. These are both major arcana, which are archetypal energy that are basically the background of your whole situation in life at the moment. And this is saying that you can absolutely achieve the success of moving through a project or an idea or a self-evolutionary process, let's say, and reach your goal, because the World card is the last card in the major arcana. So it's this is the first card and this is the last card. So it's saying, just get started. You have everything in you to even reach your objective that you decide upon even at a later date after having started. You just need to get started. And the Six of Wands too is saying that you can succeed and be the version of yourself that you're just dreaming about now. Whatever direction you choose to start moving in, that you absolutely can succeed and most probably will. You just need to get started. The Wand suit is a fire suit, so it's all about desire, passion, action, inspiration. And the Six of Wands is all about basically glory and realizing that you've done it, that you're capable, and that you can succeed, which is beautiful, because basically here, you right now in your life, you're really on a transformative journey. We have transformation with the butterfly here. And it takes a lot of work and a lot of patience and a lot of self-love in order to achieve that, to break old patterns, to let go of anger and forgive. And anyway, it looks here like basically you may be feeling all of this right now, and this is really, really challenging and difficult, and it's hard to see the light when you're still in the dark, so to say. But you have absolute capability of achieving something beautiful. And maybe we can get a little bit more clarity, please, from the tarot. Let's get a couple cards out. See if they can give us a little bit more information. Anyway, this whole reading is about healing old brain patterns. So really our biggest challenge is the way we think about what happens, like the way we react to what happens around us, and about self-confidence to even get started. So let's see here what we have. The Five of Swords and the King of Pentacles. Okay, so I'm thinking that seeing the Five of Swords, this is a card, well, the sword suit is the suit of intellect. And so it's all about our brain. And the fives are often the catalysts for change, in the sense that the fives in every suit create chaos and disorder. And through that chaos and disorder, we're able to see what doesn't work for us. The Five of Swords is often a card where there are five people fighting, basically. And so there's a lot of unrest and disease. And again, it probably is speaking to your own life right now. And that's how you're feeling. And it could be that because of this unease and feeling defensive and aggression going on around you, that you could be following back into negative patterns in your minds, like victimhood or anger or defensiveness, or not believing in yourself because you're feeling attacked, and it kind of pulls down your defenses. So really, it's about self-awareness. The King of Pentacles, on the other hand, the king has achieved success. The king is mature and has worked through all of the experiences thus far in his life to get to a point of balance and stability. The Pentacle suit is the material suit, so it speaks to everything material in our life, whether it be our financial situation or our health or our career, let's say. And the king is the most steady energy of this suit. So again, you are constantly having these positive cards come up, which are telling you everything is possible and that you are supported. I'm drawn back to the My Angels Are Waiting for Me card that has two white doves on it. It's called Two White Doves. White is the color of purity. Doves are often symbolic of love and harmony. There's a couple of them, so there could be an important relationship in your life right now that you'd like to move forward with. This is really important to you. Also, the inner peace card has 2 koi fish on it, and koi fish are symbolic of abundance and wealth. And it could be that you are trying to break old brain patterns and move forward in your life with a dream that you have with another person, let's say. This could look like possibly wanting to start a project together, or it could look like wanting to simply pull up your vibration together so that more abundance is available to you or attracted to you. It could be about wanting to move somewhere together to start a new life. It could look like a variety of things. Or it could simply be 2 sides of you and trying to bring them into balance. And anyway, again, I saw the heart again. Love. Love is just so powerful. And if we can constantly remind ourselves to see love in a situation, to give ourselves love, to accept and forgive others for the weaknesses we think they have, because really they're just projecting something onto us that can teach us something, and to bring love to the situation. It's so helpful. So I think also the idea of positivity is really important, to keep a positive outlook, because though things might be difficult, and with the 5 of Swords, of course, and with maybe confusing as well, with not knowing exactly what to choose, what path to take, where to go, whatever it may be, that if we stay positive, we can be more open and receptive to changes, to positive changes moving forward. And that obviously these can bring a wealth of abundance, because look at all of these positive cards. It's really just about getting started on your journey and trying to take a step forward. Spirit, is there anything else that you can tell us about this situation? See this one here. 8 of Cups. So 8 of Cups, again, the emotional suit of the tarot. I mean, it's all about letting go and moving forward and trying to understand, be aware of what no longer serves you and blaze a new path, which often means leaving something behind. Letting go of anger. It could be that anger is really getting in the way for you, that you're feeling overwhelmed, and it could also be just the collective energy, meaning you're very sensitive and you're feeling all of the distress and upheaval and awfulness of what's happening in the world at the moment as well. And that maybe focusing a little bit less on that, or trying to learn from it, why you feel the way you do, in order to move forward in a positive way, which will ultimately help everybody, because we are all connected, will be the way that opens up the road for you. So seeing what doesn't work and then being open to a new road ahead. I'm seeing that there are mountains here. So it's not necessarily going to be super easy. Like once you have love in your heart and you let go of anger and frustration, and you try and forgive things that happen around you, it's not that everything is just going to open up and be easy and that's the end of that. You still have mountains to cross, but it's the first step possibly. And then actually having the courage to try and move forward, even move forward with more than one dream if you can. Meaning, say you want to start a new business for yourself, something that will bring you fulfillment and also help others. But at the same time, you know that if you remain in the same energy, living in the same place that you're at now, that would be difficult for you, that you'd like to change it all up. So you can try and move forward in both directions at the same time, in the sense you can think to yourself, okay, well, I'll keep working on myself. I'll keep trying to support myself and accept myself and I'll keep trying to remind myself that negative self-talk is the thing that gets in the way. And I can take small steps to try and both start this new project, whatever it may be, and stay open to possibly moving or leaving a job, for instance, that you're in currently that may be making it difficult for you to find the strength to get past these old brain patterns. In any event, you're in a time of transformation. It's all about transformation, and transformation is messy. Transformation is tiring. It's like the butterfly who is the caterpillar who is in the cocoon and has to break free from the cocoon in order to transform into the beautiful butterfly. If you try and save it, if you're seeing that it's struggling and you try and open up the cocoon for it to give it a helping hand, it won't be strong enough to grow its wings and experience life. So we do have to move through challenge in order to make progress in life. And that is hard. But if we can see these challenges as a way of growing and becoming better, it does get easier and easier, at least on certain fronts. So it's all about your self-awareness and love, basically. Love which keeps your field open. Love which helps you connect on a deeper level with others. Also, the Imbolc card has 3 mice, and so others are important in your story. Or also your connection with your inner child, with yourself. So let me get one more card and see. And see if anything else wants to come out. This one, I think, because it jumped. Okay, the Page of Wands. Okay, wonderful. This is just an ultimate message of hope. Hope and getting excited about things, staying open, allowing yourself to feel inspired. The butterfly is flying here. So the struggle that we went through, trying to get through the cocoon and grow the wings in order to be able to experience life, is flying here near the candle. And the wand suit is the suit, again, as I've said before, of inspiration and desire and passion. So you have the initial inspiration, the message of anything is possible, the possibility, and believing in it. And then you have the message of the Six of Wands, which is all about you've actually succeeded. So this is really positive. Just remember to try and catch yourself when you find yourself either feeling badly about yourself in your mind, being hard on yourself, replaying things that you've heard, people in your past tell you, like your parents or your relatives or at school, and catch yourself when you hear these things in your mind again, and tell yourself, it's okay, I'm breaking free. It's okay, I'm going on a new path now. I'm starting a new way of living, and I love myself, and everything is going to be okay. I love myself, I forgive others, I forgive myself, I move forward in life. So basically on the horizon, there will be a beautiful time of fulfillment. So getting through those blocks or those fears is crucial to being able to see your opportunities and have inspiration and start moving forward. And I feel like this message can apply to absolutely everybody on this planet. But I hope it helped you in some way. And if it resonated with you, please like the video and please comment below and share anything you feel comfortable sharing, because it will help also the other comment readers or commenters. and please subscribe, because if you'd like to see some more of my readings. And I really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much, and best of luck with everything. Bye, card choice number 1. Hi, card choice number 2. You've chosen the Nourish card. It says, feeding the sweet animal of your body. There is an image, let's see if you can see it. There's an image of a woman holding a cup of something probably warm and comforting. And it's attached to this glowing orb of well-being, is how I read it. And so this card just speaks to taking care of your body, of course, but you can do this in a variety of ways, not just through food. I have the watermelon here because clearly eating healthy is one of the best ways to take care of ourselves and keep our vibration high, which does nothing but help ease our life in every way. But it could also speak to self-care in the form of rest, in the form of boundaries also in life, like not doing too much for others, making sure that you're also taking care of yourself and your own wishes and desires. And the warm, I see this cup as something warm, like, you know, the cup of joe or a cup of tea, and, you know, comfort, feelings of comfort. And so, I mean, it's really quite obvious. We're talking about taking care of yourself in many different ways. Anyway, let's see what the other cards have to tell us. It can give us some more information. Let's see. I'd like to get 2 of these cards out, please, Spirit. The reading being a practice of self-nurturing that can really help ease our life at the moment. You know, we're all going through it right now. It's a very, very challenging time. There's so much going on in the world, and so many of us are feeling like we'd like to change our life for the better. And so taking care of our body and our state of mind as well is so, so important right now. So that's where we're at. Spirit, can I please have 2 cards? I see this one, if I can get it out. And this one. Okay. A card from this deck, please. I see this one. And a card from this deck, please. Actually, I like this one. And a card from this deck. Okay, it's this one. Okay, let's see what the messages are. Simplicity. Okay. Happiness. Wonderful. Quality control. Okay. Petalite with cosmic downloads, higher heart healing, and see the big picture. And Archangel Jophiel with I am beautiful and creative. Well, immediately I'm drawn to the fact that I am beautiful and creative. The way society often thinks is when you say beautiful, you're thinking about a quality that is material, in the sense that it's something that you see with your eyes. I feel that beautiful is more all-encompassing, and I actually use the word in a different way, and it could be because I live in Italy, and Italians use the word beautiful to mean a variety of things, positive. But it does seem that we could be also talking about the body, and we have here feeding the sweet animal of your body. So telling yourself you're beautiful can be helpful, seeing the beauty in yourself, and creative as well, so that you leave the door open for inspiration. Quality control, it says here Virgo 2, and according to this deck, Virgo 2 deals with the themes of perfection of form, eye for detail, and hard-won prosperity. So that's interesting. So the possibility, the capability of weaving your own life. I'm not sure if you can see these cards. I can't tell on the screen if you can see. Okay, there we go. Simplicity and happiness. Maybe keep it simple. Sometimes it's best to keep it as simple as possible, in the sense that just focusing on one thing at a time and trying to go with that and do it to the best of your ability. Quality control, trying to build one thing beautifully and keeping it simple in that way. And happiness, it just draws my attention to the fact that having a higher vibration and experiencing joy in your life is the key to your abundance, in the sense that those emotions inside of you change your state and make you more receptive to positive experiences. So Spirit, I'd like to get 4 cards out to tell us a little bit more about this situation. Oh, okay. 1. Okay, I'm seeing this card. This card. And this card. Let's see what we have here. Okay, the Flower of Thunder, which would be the Queen. I believe this is the Queen of Swords. Then we have the Hermit. Then we have the 5 of Thunder. Okay, 5 of Swords. And card choice number 1, their reading also had the 5 of Swords. And the Ace of, wow, there are all swords here. Okay, so a lot of this has to do with your thought patterns. So the first reading was about basically trying to work through challenging thought patterns. So you might want to watch that reading as well, because I think they could be related if you felt drawn to it. But here we have the Queen of Swords, who is the ultimate energy of having a balanced way of seeing a situation, not bringing too much emotion into it, trying to be more level-headed and doing this successfully. The Hermit speaks to, this is a major arcana, so this is this is an energy that's underlying everything. That basically the Hermit is the figure that goes into the cave, right? And so kind of into incubation in order to unearth insight about him or herself, and be more receptive to messages from beyond, excuse me, which are always helpful because it gives you new insight. It helps change your perspective, let's say. And the 5 of Swords is basically speaking to the fact that right now you most certainly are feeling a lot of stress, that there's some chaotic elements in your life. It could be that you're feeling attacked. It could be that you're feeling that nobody's understanding you, and that you've got to force your way through in order to succeed or survive, and that's not an easy energy to deal with, of course. And then we have the Ace of Swords, which is all about having an opportunity to see things in a different way, an inspiration that could change your way of looking at things. And I'm thinking that when you nourish yourself, when you take the time to try and understand what it is you think that you need, whether it be nourishing yourself with a more healthy diet, whether it be cutting out things like alcohol, which are hard on the body, whether it be more sleep, a more balanced sleep routine, let's say. I'm thinking that since our first card out was about feeding your body in the sense of trying to find ways to take care of your body better, let's say, I'm thinking that this is the basis of all of this. And so this will help us be more open to inspiration and balancing out our emotional state, let's say, because this suit, the sword suit, again, is all about intellect and thought patterns. So maybe by removing yourself from the situation, like the hermit would do, and trying to take it with simplicity, maybe just change one thing about the way you're taking care of yourself. And that could just be raising your vibration by trying to do something that brings you joy, or trying to watch things that bring you joy, like videos about cute animals or whatever it may be. It could be that will be the key to opening you up to your healing and kind of help ease your distress, ease the distress in your life, and be more balanced. So let's get some more information. A couple more cards, please, Spirit. There's one, thank you, and another one. Okay, thank you. Okay, so we have the Six of Stones, which is the Six of Pentacles, and the Justice card. The Six of Stones is all about the exchange of energy and resources, in the sense that giving and receiving. So it's really a card of balance, as is the Justice card, which is a major arcana card. So this is a very big theme going on in your life at the moment. And the fact that we drew this card probably indicates that there is a balancing out at the moment of some sort of situation that could be even financial, let's say, because we're seeing the pentacles as coins here, and you could be feeling a lot of stress and pressure in the financial realm in your life at the moment. And, it's causing a lot of unrest among you and other people. But the fact that we drew this indicates that things are going to balance out. But perhaps the way they balance out is by you relaxing, is by you going within and taking some time out, taking care of your body and making sure that you're giving yourself enough self-love, and that you're doing things that bring you joy as well to keep your vibration up, and then to move forward with you might have a sudden flash of clarity on your situation, and to move forward carefully and with integrity, to try and see the bigger picture, but then to kind of focus in on staying healthy, staying balanced, and moving forward in a way that you can with clarity and integrity. So trying to do things to the best of your ability, all the while reminding yourself you're beautiful and creative, and you can do this. You're supported by the universe. You're not alone, and you can do this. Let's get a couple more cards. Spirit, is there anything else you can tell us about this situation that pile 2 is going through right now? 2 cards, please. Okay, I see this one and this one. The World. Wow, wonderful. And the Root of Cups. Well, the World is a wonderful major arcana card, which is basically the end of the Fool's journey. So it indicates that there will be resolution to your current situation in life. And so that's a really positive message. The Root of Cups is the Knight of Cups. And this is a figure who sees something they want and basically moves forward in order to get it. The Cups, again, is the emotional suit. And so it could even just be a way of seeing life and having an objective, having a positive, loving objective and moving towards that. The Knights have a lot of willpower, so you're completely capable of doing this. And again, since you got Justice and the World, it seems that things will balance out and kind of come to a positive culmination. And let's get one more card. I would like to understand why the Knight of Cups came out at this point in the reading. it might just be that, the Knights are very determined. And so it might just be that, you're under stress right now. It might be financial stress. And your advice would be to take it simple and try and go back to the basics and to take care of yourself. And so doing that, you will be able to raise your vibration to see the bigger picture and see more opportunity and attract more positivity into your life, which will in turn change your situation. It will balance it out, and you'll find yourself having moved through this challenge successfully. It could just be that the Knight's determination is what you need, a component that would be really important to you being able to achieve this. But let's see if Spirit has any clarity on that, just as a kind of last message here. Thank you. One card, please, Spirit. Okay, we got this flipped over. The Nine of Wands. Okay, so indeed you are experiencing a lot of stress right now, and you're feeling like you're having to endure a lot. And I think that what this is saying basically is just keep going, because you're almost finding the resolution. Basically, the Nine of Wands is all about feeling exhausted and feeling burdened, but enduring on, finding the strength within you to keep enduring on, to follow a path that is more simple, stepping out of your thought patterns and habits that you've possibly been doing until now, to try and see the bigger picture. Giving self-love to yourself, nourishing your body, taking care of yourself, doing what's important to you, taking time to rest, and then moving forward in the direction that you feel inspired to do, with more clarity and with integrity, trying to do things to the best of your ability. And indeed, things will turn around. You will, justice will be served in a sense, and you will find a solution that will be good for everybody, and the world is that positive conclusion. And so, yeah, I mean, it's hard right now. It's hard for everybody. This is such a challenging time. And there's so much uncertainty ahead of us, but just to take it simple, step back, relax a little, and concentrate on yourself. And by doing so, by giving yourself that space to see things in a new way, it will probably get a lot easier. Just keep going. Just keep going, in the sense that have patience and know that things will turn around. Absolutely. They always do, but the cards here are showing that they definitely will. So make sure that the most important thing of all is to take care of yourself, take care of your body. If you feel that you're not getting enough sleep or rest, or that you're doing too much for others, in the sense that whatever they need, I don't know, let's say if you are at work, that you're helping out too much, in the sense that everybody comes to you to solve problems, and you're taking on these burdens for other people, and you're not resting enough, and you're feeling overwhelmed. Or like let's say you're a mom and you're feeling like all of your energy is going towards taking care of your children at the moment, and you can possibly find a way to relax a tiny bit and take care of yourself, and get a little outside help if you need it, or ask your partner, or if they can help out, and anything like that. And that by doing so, you will raise your vibration by default, and things will start getting a little bit easier. Clarity will come to you. So it is a tough time, but it's a positive reading, and I hope it helped you in some way. And you might want to watch card choice number 1 as well, because there were a lot of similarities, including the World card. Things are going to turn around for sure. And if this reading resonated with you, please like the video and comment in the comment section. Share anything you feel comfortable sharing. It'll also help the other people who are reading the comments. And Obviously, it will help the channel because it's very new and it's moving along very slowly, as YouTube often is in the beginning. And please subscribe if you feel guided to do that. That would be wonderful to make sure that you see any future readings. And I wish you the best of luck with everything. And I'll see you in the next reading. Bye, card choice number 2. Hi, card choice number 3. You've chosen the Soft Breeze, Allowing Flow and Ease card. The woman here has her arms open wide, and she's surrounded by nature. Soft breeze makes me think of the air element and the effect it has on cleaning out the environment around you, purifying it, let's say. And a soft breeze being, I mean, we've all experienced this, but you can be outdoors enjoying a nice walk or relaxing on the beach or whatever, and just having this beautiful fresh breeze come in and clean things up and make you feel at peace, and things flow more easily when you're feeling in peace. I've paired it with the whale, and I'm drawn to the fact that it has water coming out of its, what do you call it? Blow sprout or spout? I can't remember how you say that. Maybe somebody can write that in the comments for us. But it's a mechanism that helps them to take in oxygen and release the part that they don't need or whatever. So they have the energy to move on. So allowing flow and ease, okay. And flow also being related to the water element, and ease in this way, going with the flow. Let's see what some other oracle cards have to tell us, and then we'll move on to the tarot. Let's see here. Spirit, I'd like to get a couple of these cards here. Try again. 2 of these cards, please, Spirit. Okay, let's see this one and this one. Couple of these, or actually just one of these, please, Spirit. Thank you. Just one. I see this one here. Like one of these, please, Spirit. This one here. And can I get one of these, please? Again, our focus for this reading is on a way to self-nurture ourselves in order to ease our situation, our current situation. I feel that it's a very challenging time, and so the theme of self-nurturing keeps coming up with me, whether it be in meditation or watching what other people are experiencing at the moment in the spiritual community. And I feel like the basis to everything, our well-being, is taking care of ourselves. And so I just thought automatically this was an important reading to do in this unsettling times right now where, oh my gosh, I mean, we're just being presented with everything. We're with all sorts of crazy, extremely disturbing and often horrifying information coming out in the media, to war and just all sorts of unrest all over the world. And we're all connected, so all these things on the outside can absolutely affect us on the inside as well, even if we are taking steps to try and not allow too much of the media to come into our into our current situation. Like we don't dive too deep in watching the news and dissecting all of the information, but it's still out there. We're still affected, and we need to find ways to move forward and calm our nervous system, basically. So let's see what these cards say. Potential, that's a nice one. And flexibility, okay. So staying open and flexible, which has a lot to do with flow and ease. So that's good. Transformation, absolutely. This is a transformational time. Then we have prayers and poetry. The angels hear my prayers. Okay. A lot of us are praying right now in the sense that we're finding ourselves in these crazy situations that feel so unstable to us, and we're just trying to surrender and pray that it all works out. I mean, not in a religious sense necessarily, but just ask for help on the inside, ask for help from our guardian angels, our spirit guides, whoever it may be, the universe in general. And And then we have candle quartz and bleeding heart, show yourself, vulnerability, self-worth, and feminine healing. Okay, so you could very well be having issues with self-worth come out right now, just because when we're feeling overwhelmed and sensitive, often we're susceptible to negative self-talk. And again, pile number one, card choice number one, was all about trying to let go of old brain patterns. And I feel like all of the readings today have been very obviously related when it comes to taking care of yourself, self-nurturing. It all boils down to self-love and trying to break old patterns, basically trying to be aware of what's going on around you and release all the distress and anger and sadness you have in order to embrace, and I'm seeing her with her arms open, embrace the goodness. And it's true that this card is talking about allowing flow and ease. So that's a tiny bit more of a gentle approach, I think, to life at the moment, but less proactive, let's say. But nonetheless, that's impossible to do if you don't trust yourself and give yourself love and care that you need. And being vulnerable is that as well. Being honest with yourself about what your hopes and desires are, and allowing yourself to be vulnerable in that way. That's really important. So I'd like to see what the tarot wants to tell us today. Spirit, I'd like to get 4 cards out, please. Okay, card 1, this one, and this one. Okay, let's see here. Card 1 is the World, and this card came out in every reading today. So in the end, it's all going to work out. That's a great first message. The 3 of Pentacles, okay, the 4 of Swords, and the King of Wands. Okay, well, I'm drawn to the 4 of Swords card first and foremost because a key component to self-care is rest. And by resting, by taking the time out to rest, we can gain clarity as well, because sometimes just relaxing makes you more receptive to messages or ideas about anything, about how to move forward or about simply what's going on in your life at the moment. And rest is so important in order to get to a point where you're feeling more at ease and you're able to flow. So yeah, obviously that's totally on point. Then we have the 3 of Pentacles, and the Pentacles is the material suit, everything that has to do with the material world, and whether it be abundance or whether it be career, whether it be about your health. Anyway, here we have the Three of Pentacles, and it's really all about working together in order to build something. It's really about starting to implement a plan, let's say. And the King of Wands is the energy of the ultimate leader and somebody who has a huge amount of self-confidence and the potential to achieve any goal he has. It's masculine energy, so it is action-oriented. And the Wands is the fire element in the tarot, so it's double the masculine energy. So it's all about achieving and being a successful leader and whatnot. So it could be that at the moment you're finding yourself in a situation a life situation, where you're feeling that you'd like to transform something. You can see the potential in something. Perhaps you have an idea about a project or even something related to your current career, it could be. Or it could be building a new life for yourself in the sense of making a big move or finding new ways to live. That's a lot, isn't it? I'd like to get more information to understand your situation better. Spirit, can I have 2 more cards, please? One and 2. Okay. We have the 8 of Wands and the Page of Swords. So I'm drawn first to the Page of Swords, the swords being the suit of the mind, and the page being a messenger. So it could be that you've taken the time out to rest and try and get a new perspective, and you had an idea come in that had something to do with a plan that you might have had dreamt up even in the past. It's fine, and now you want to relook at it, and you're getting support to move forward. And then the 8 of Wands tells you that the momentum is here. So this is indeed a time where you're going to be able to transform your situation in a positive direction. And again, the first card out was the World, telling us that that was entirely the case, and that your end result is going to be positive. Again, the World card came out in all 3 piles today. So one of the best things we can do is remind ourselves to think positively and to know that everything can work out, can and will work out. Again, I'm drawn back to soft breeze, allowing flow and ease. So while you have this idea to move forward in a certain way, and you might be doing it with others, and the momentum is starting to pick up, just to remember, don't force anything. You don't need to force anything. The potential is there. Just stay flexible and try and move with the flow, the momentum, but in an easy, non-forceful way. So knowing, since the energy of the King of Wands is with you in your situation at the moment, the energy of self-confidence, knowing that you can indeed succeed, but not to force it too much. To trust in the process, and to try to, and not to push things too much. To stay flexible. Again, this card says show yourself. So clearly there's going to be a component to whatever it is you're dreaming of that has to do with expressing yourself and letting others know you. So, and again, the King of Wands would be the person the figure that would most successfully embody this ability, this capability. So I'd like to get a couple more cards out from the tarot to see if we can elaborate a little bit more on this message, or if it's supposed to stay general. Or even just one card, please, Spirit. else? Let's see here. King of Cups. Okay, so with flow, and this would make sense because I was feeling the water element with this first card that came out. And the King of Cups is a counterpart to the King of Wands. He being the wise leader who has a very strong heart connection, which would serve to balance out all the fiery energy of the King of Wands. And reminding you just to remember that in this moment in time, going with flow and ease might make things a little bit easier on yourself. You probably can see the potential in a situation and you feel like ready to start working on it in some way, but to make sure that you relax enough so that you can stay open to more clarity and understand that you're in a transformative process, and transformation is very messy. You know, it's that you have to go through challenges in order to finally emerge into something more beautiful. Unfortunately, that's the way things work here on Earth. So taking into account that struggling towards a goal is not necessarily the best way. Having a vision and trying to take steps to work towards it makes a lot of sense. But always taking into consideration that you can relax into the situation a little bit and stay flexible. Try and see more sides to the, try and get a more open perspective. And that then it will be easier for you to follow the momentum forward. And that eventually you're going to be in a place where you do feel fulfilled and you do feel like you've come full circle, let's say. So that's a very positive message. And the angels hear my prayers. Don't ever forget that you have help on the other side. You have your angel guides with you for always. They can give you messages through synchronicity and in your dream time. And you also have other types of guides as well. Anyway, you're not alone. You're not alone in doing this. You don't have to confront the world and life all by yourself. Take into consideration that you can work with others and that you can ask for help and not to force things at this time. This time is not a time for force. It's a time to try and follow a current with ease in order to get to your objective goal, let's say. So I hope that this helped you in some way, and if it resonated with you, please like the video. I'd be so grateful, and comment anything you feel like sharing. It will help the other people who read comments or want to comment, and it will help my channel, which is very new and slow to start, as is so often here on YouTube. So I'd really appreciate the support, and subscribe if you'd like to see more of my readings. So thank you so much. Best of luck with everything. Remember to try and relax a little bit, and you have your goal, but there's no rush to get there at the moment. Just to try and relax and go through the process gently. And I hope to see you next time. Bye, card choice number 3.